What's up, motherfucker?
Hold up, I hope y'all watching this shit.
First round, real quick.
People that are in those training rooms with him know how good.
Because he just knocks dudes out real quick in the first round.
Yeah, but now we're gonna get a good. I might fuck with this guy. He just, to me, I thought he was a con artist, just based off his look.
They're edge. Holy shit! What the hell just happened?
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to Easy Money and Sports Betting Show. Tuesday, March 8th, 2022. Got a pretty good show for you guys today. We'll break down today's slate of NBA games, talk some college basketball. Big Aaron Rodgers news coming out, just agreed to a big contract with the Packers. We'll discuss that a little bit as well. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We're also at Gonzo Sports Room. We're also live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room, our sports talk show. That show's also live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. You can also find both those shows, GSR Gonzo Sports Room and Easy Money, a sports betting show, in podcast form on Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find it. Also, we have a new pro wrestling podcast out, GWR Gonzo's Wrestling Room. It's a weekly podcast, drops every Sunday at 9 a.m. Our previous episode dropped last Sunday. We talked about the top 10 tag teams of all time. So go check that out. You can find it in podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, all at Gonzo's Wrestling Room. Or you can find it, the video version, on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room if you'd like to watch the video version of it as well. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we post all the information about our shows, whether it's our daily picks from Easy Money, a sports betting show, or interview announcement, or a big live stream announcement. Any announcement that goes to our social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Gonzo Sports Room. Or you can find me, Chris D Gonzalez on Facebook, Chris Gonzalez at Gonzalez Sports on Twitter, and Chris Gonzalez on Instagram. Check out our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports /merch. Got t-shirts, hats, hoodies, a lot of different things on there. You can see some of our t-shirts here behind me. So go on there and check that out. I will have some GWR shirts on hand. So anybody that's wanting to get one of the new GWR shirts, get with me. We will have some in stock here in just about a week. All right, let's get into today's slate of games. Like I said, we got pretty good slate of games in the NBA tonight. That's where we're going to kick off the show out in the NBA. As you have the Phoenix Suns at the Orlando Magic. The matchup of one of the best teams in the league against one of the worst teams in the league. Yeah, got to mute the TV, but yeah, a matchup of one of the best teams in the league against one of the worst teams in the league. The Suns are 6.5-point favorites on the road, and they're minus 260 on the money line. The Magic are plus 215 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 221.5. This is going to be an interesting game because the Suns are missing Chris Paul. He's been out. And then not only are they missing him, Devin Booker's out on health and safety protocol, and Cam Johnson's out. So the Suns are coming in this game shorthanded, and they're still 6.5-point favorites. The Suns are 51-13 on the season. They have won 23 of their 29 road games so far. They are coming off a loss to the Bucks. They were 8-3 ATS their last 11 road games. And like I said, Booker and Johnson are both out. Chris Paul's already been out, so they're not at full strength at all. The Magic have the worst record in the NBA. They are 16-49 on the season. They have lost 22 of their 29 home games. So they have not been good at home. They haven't been good on the road either. They're just not a good team. So like I said, you have the matchup of maybe the best team in the league against the worst team in the league, but the Suns are a little short-handed. That's why the 6.5. I paused a little bit to give up 6.5 points because the Suns are missing Johnson, they're missing Booker. They already had Paul out, but the Magic are not a very good team, and I still think the Suns are the better team here. I'm gonna go with the Suns at the minus 6.5. I'll give up the 6.5 points. I think the Suns will cover. Now I like the under the 221.5 in this game because it's not like Orlando has a great offense. So I think this could be a little bit of, I'm not gonna say a low scoring game, but I think under 221.5 is what I'll lean toward in this game here. Next game we have is the Brooklyn Nets at the Charlotte Hornets. This game starts at 7:10 p.m. Eastern tonight. Nets are 4.5-point favorites on the road. They are minus 194 on the money line. The Hornets are plus 162 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 240. The Brooklyn Nets are 32-33 on the season. They're on a 4-game losing streak. They're coming off a loss to Boston. They're 4-1-1 ATS their last 6 road games. They have got Durant back. That's a big help. Simmons is still not playing. They will have Irving in this game. They could have Irving in this game since it's the road game. The Hornets are 32-33 on the season. They've won 2 in a row. Hornets have a great offense, but they struggle defensively. They're 2-9, 2-9-1 ATS the last 12 home games. They have not covered here recently at home. I'm gonna go. I like the Nets here at the minus 4.5. KD back, and I like the Nets defense a little bit better than the Hornets defense. I'm going with the Nets here at the minus. Actually, I'm gonna go with the Nets here at the money line at the minus 194. I don't want to give it. I think the Nets win. I don't want to give up the points. I like the. I'm gonna go with the under the 240, just because I think the Nets defense can slow the Hornets down a little bit. But this could be. I mean, this is going to be a high scoring game. I think 240 is just a little too high. Next game we have is the Cleveland Cavaliers at the Indiana Pacers. The Cavaliers are 3-point favorites on the road. They're minus 148 on the money line. The Pacers are plus 126 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 223. The Cavs are 37-27 on the season. They're coming off a win over Toronto, but they are 2-6 ATS their last 8 games. So they have not been covering the spread recently. Pacers are basically on a rebuild mode. They're 22-44 on the season. They've lost 2 in a row. Injuries have really derailed the Pacers season. Then they kind of blew up the team. I like the trades that they made, bringing in Tyrese Halliburton. But the Pacers have lost 2 in a row. They're 3-8 ATS. Their last 11 home games, so they haven't been good at covering the spread at home here recently either. Both these teams, the Cavs are the better team here. But the Pacers are capable of beating the Cavs as well. I'm going to go with I'm a big Pacer fan. Put that out there, but I'm going to go with the Pacers at the plus 126 on the money line. I think the Pacers are going to get they're going to snap this 2-game losing streak. They're going to get a big home win tonight. I'm going Pacers money line at the plus 126, and I'm going to go with the under the 233 in this game. Is what I'd lean toward. I lean toward the under the 233. Then we have the Pelicans at the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are 7-point favorites at home. They're minus 275 on the money line. The Pelicans are plus 225 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 230.5. The Pelicans are a team that have been playing better here as of late. They added C.J. McCollum and they've turned their season around. Yes, they still have a losing record at 27-37. They got off to a bad start. They started off to a bad start in the season, but they started playing better later in the season, and then since this trade, they've even been playing a little bit better. Coming off a loss to Denver, which Denver is one of the better teams in the league. The Pelicans are 8-1 ATS their last 9 road games, so they've been covering on the road. They're 7-1 ATS their last 8 meetings against the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are 44-22 on the season. The Grizzlies have won 22 of their 32 home games. They're 6-1 ATS their last 7 road games. Or home games, I mean. Last 7 home games. Sorry about that. Coming off a loss to Houston, which is a bad loss for a Grizzly team that's competing to be one of the better teams, trying to get up there as one of the better teams in the West. You can't be losing to teams like Houston. I'm going with the Pelicans here at the plus 6.5. Pelicans are playing good ball. I know they're coming off a loss to Denver, but Denver beats a lot of teams. I like the Pelicans here at the plus 6.5. Is what I'll and over under 230.5. I would lean toward the over in this game at the over the 230.5. All right, next game we have is the Milwaukee Bucks at the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Bucks are 13-point favorites on the road. They are minus 900 on the money line. The Thunder is plus 610 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 230.5. These are two teams that are going in different directions. The Bucks are on a 4-game winning streak. The Bucks are 3-6 ATS their last 9. So even though they've been winning, they haven't really been covering the spread consistently. They average 114 points per game. The Thunder are on a 2-game losing streak. Gilchrist Alexander is their best player. They have been playing better since he came back. They are 5-2 ATS their last 7, and they average 102 points per game. I like the Milwaukee Bucks to win this game. 13 points is too many points to give up, though. In NBA games, what I do like in this game would be the under the 230.5. The next game we have is the Los Angeles Clippers at the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors are 5.5-point favorites at home. They're minus 240 on the money line. The Clippers are plus 198 on the money line. And the over-under for this game is set at 222.5. The Clippers are 34-32 on the season. They're coming off a loss to the Knicks. Reggie Jackson has been the Clippers' leading scorer. The Clippers have been battling injuries all season. Kawhi Leonard hasn't played all year. Paul George has been out for a while now. But even battling their injuries, they're still over 500 as a team. So to me, that shows that Ty Lue's doing a good job over there. But the Clippers are coming off a loss to the Knicks. They average 107 points per game, and they are 7-2 ATS their last 9. So they have been covering here as of late. The Warriors are 43-21. This is a second game of a back-to-back for the Warriors. Warriors are on a 4-game losing streak. Their defense has just been horrid, been terrible since Draymond Green has been out. They're hoping to get Green back here real soon. They average 111 points per game, and they are 1-9 ATS their last 10. Excuse me. This is going to be a good game. The Warriors have just not been playing great defense since they have, or since Draymond Green has went down, and that has really hurt them. Scoring has not been the problem. Their offense has been fine, but they're just not been playing very good defense. I lean toward the Clippers here at the plus 5.5 is where I lean toward. But what I really like in this game is the over the 222.5. I can see the Warriors winning this game, but I don't want to get. I'm not giving up 5.5 points. So that's why I lean toward the Clippers at the plus 5.5 because I think this is going to be a close game, probably all the way down to the end. All right, that's all the NBA games that we have for today. Look at a little bit of college basketball. College basketball game that actually starts here in 20 minutes. You have Boston College at Pittsburgh at 2 p.m. Eastern. Boston College is a 3-point favorite. They're minus 137 on the money line. Pittsburgh is plus 114 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 128.5. Boston College is 11-19 on the season. Pittsburgh is 11-20 on the season. Boston College is not a very good team. They struggle offensively. I mean, Pittsburgh, as you can see, is not a great team either by their record. Pittsburgh comes in this game on a 4-game losing streak. But I mean, man, these teams are so inconsistent. It's really hard. I'm going to lean toward the underdog here with Pittsburgh at the plus. I'm gonna go Pittsburgh at the money line. Lean toward Pittsburgh at the money line here. I think Pittsburgh's going to pull out a victory today. Then next game we have is NC State at Clemson. Clemson is a 5-point favorite. They're minus 210 on the money line. NC State is plus 172 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 143. NC State is 11-20 on the season. They struggle defensively, have a pretty good offense, but they struggle defensively bad. They're just a bad defensive team. Clemson is 16-15 on the season. They're on a 4-game winning streak. They beat NC State by 5 in the regular season, and that's what the spread is set at today. I like Clemson in this game. Man, my 5 points be a lot of points in these conference games. So I'm going to lean toward NC State at the plus 5. I think Clemson wins, but I think this is going to be a close game. I would lean toward NC State at the plus 5. All right, what game do we have after that? That game starts at 4:30 p.m. Georgia Tech at Louisville. Louisville's a 1.5-point favorite, minus 122 on the money line. There's a couple other. There was another game I saw. St. Mary's at Gonzaga. Gonzaga is a 13-point favorite at home. They're minus, or not. I'm not at home because it might be a neutral site. They're minus 13-point favorites for minus 1050 on the money line. St. Mary's is plus 660 on the money line. Over under. This game is set at 140. St. Mary's is on a 5-game winning streak. They are 3-2 ATS their last 5. Gonzaga is ranked number 1 in the nation. They're great offensively. They're 9-1 straight up in their last 10 games. I took Gonzaga yesterday to cover a 15-point spread. They ended up winning by like 10. I'm going to take Gonzaga again today. This time at the minus 13. I just don't see St. Mary's being able to stay with Gonzaga offensively. I like Gonzaga at the minus 13 here. All right. You really don't have none of the big conferences playing today. It's a lot of the smaller conferences. You have Syracuse at wait, that's tomorrow. Yeah, today's a lot of the smaller ones. You got tonight at 11:30. You have Chicago State at Utah Valley. Cal Poly at UC Davis plays tonight. So yeah, there's a lot of the smaller conferences. Gonzaga is one of the only top 25 teams that's even playing today. All right, you get a lot of the bigger conferences playing this weekend. I'm ready for Sunday, going down to watch the Big Ten championship game down in Indianapolis. That should be a good time. All right, we'll get to my what else is on tonight? We got a little bit of hockey on tonight. Talk about that for a second. Got the Vegas Golden Knights at the Philadelphia Flyers. Golden Knights are minus 1.5 from the puck line, minus 184 money line. The Flyers are plus 152 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 6. I like Vegas in this game, and I would lean toward the over the 6 in this game. Colorado Avalanche at the New Jersey Devils. The Avalanche are minus 1.5 on the puck line, minus 220 on the money line. The Devils are plus 180 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 6.5. I like Colorado here at the minus 1.5 on the puck line. And they're just fun. They're a fun team to watch. They have a lot of speed. They're great offensively. So I like the Avalanche here in this game. All right. Next game is the Florida Panthers at the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Panthers are minus 1.5 on the puck line and minus 128 on the money line. The Penguins are plus 105 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 6.5. I like the Panthers here at the minus 126 on the money line. Then we have the Arizona Coyotes at the Detroit Red Wings. The Red Wings are minus 1.5 on the puck line, minus 184 on the money line. Coyotes are plus 152 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 6.5. I lean toward the Red Wings here at the minus 184 on the money line. I'm not comfortable giving up a goal and a half. Yeah, there's a pretty big slate of hockey games tonight. Ottawa Senators at the Blues, Lightning at the Jets is on tonight at 8:07. Anaheim Ducks and the Chicago Blackhawks. Capitals and Flames cap off tonight at 9:07. If you're a hockey fan, there's a big slate of hockey games on tonight. Got March Madness coming up, and hard to believe getting toward the middle of March, getting ready for March Madness, and in won't be too long. Will be NBA playoffs, and then we'll be talking right back to NFL and college football here before you know it. All right, well, let's get to my picks of the day today. In the NBA, I'm going with the Suns minus 6.5 over the Orlando Magic, the Brooklyn Nets money line over the Hornets, the Pacers money line over the Cavs. And then I'm going to go. We'll take the Pelicans plus 6.5. All right, and then in the Warriors and Clippers game, I like the over the 222.5. And why not? I've gave a pick for every other NBA game. Might as well give a pick for this one too. Let's go with the Milwaukee Bucks and the OKC Thunder under 230.5 on that game. That's a pick on every game in the NBA. So in the NBA games today, I'm going the Suns minus 6.5, the Brooklyn Nets money line, the Indiana Pacers money line, the Pelicans plus 6.5, Bucks Thunder under 230.5, and Clippers Warriors over 222.5. Then we'll give out there's a few college basketball games I like today. I like Gonzaga minus 13 over St. Mary's. I like Pittsburgh money line over Boston College. And I like NC State plus 5 against Clemson. That's my picks of the day for today. To recap, NC State plus 5, Pittsburgh money line, Gonzaga minus 13, Clippers Warriors over 222.5, Bucks Thunder under 230.5, Pelicans plus 6.5, Pacers money line, the Brooklyn Nets money line, and the Phoenix Suns minus 6.5. All right. Well, thank everybody for joining us today. Don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. We're giving out winners. Come join us. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We're also live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room, our sports talk show. Come join us for that. I'm working on getting another couple other people on here with me. Used to have a couple guys that was here all the time. They've had some stuff come up. They ain't been able to make it. Hey, if you want to talk sports betting, get a hold of me. I'm looking for some people to join me, if not permanently, at least sometime. So anybody out there, anybody that wants to talk, hit me up on social media, and we'll make it happen. Also, check out our new check out the GWR Pro Wrestling podcast, Gonzo's Wrestling Room. New episodes drop every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Last week's episode was fire. We talked about the top 10 tag teams of all time. We got another couple big episodes coming up. We have a new episode that'll be dropping this Sunday. New episodes drop every Sunday at 9 a.m. You can find it at on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find it at Gonzo's Wrestling Room. You can also find a video version of it. If you'd like to watch the video version of Gonzo's Wrestling Room, you can find the video version on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. While you're on there, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that bell for them notifications. We greatly appreciate it. If you're watching on Facebook, please hit the follow button, the like buttons. Please share. We greatly appreciate all the support. Well, thank everybody for watching today. We will see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. And then we'll also be live tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. Well, thank everybody for joining us today. Be safe. We will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.